Hi, welcome to Blue Anchor. So tonight on the snagger, we've come out as a real last minute thing. I've just thrown in a couple of bits of bait from another session, just sort of half used stuff. Bit of squid, bit of fish, and Blue Anchor is incredibly moody tonight. It looks like it's going to pour on us. We've got westerly winds of about 35. So tonight it's more a case of coming down here because I can hide in the boot of the car if I need to and keep the wind off the camera, and we might get a few fish while we're at it. So as you can see, we've got all of that coming in. We've already got a load over the hills that's already been and gone, and more coming over there too. So with that, I'm going to shut up. I'm going to get the gear out. We'll set everything up, and well, we'll do what we can. We do what we do, you know. Let's just fish. So I know that Blue Anchor isn't on fire at the moment, and generally people were sort of like not doing too much on the way up and then just getting the odd fish on the way down. So we've come for an hour up, maybe an hour down. We'll see how it goes, and yeah, we'll get a video out of it, you know. It is what it is, and we're out fishing. So yeah, anyway, with that I'm going to shut up. Let's get on. Okay, so you guys are going to be staying in the car so we can get some form of no wind on the microphone. On the left rod I've got a big 8-0. It's a Paternoster rig with a 7-ounce grip weight because it's getting pretty swelly out there, and want to make sure I definitely hold bottom. Although I've got nobody either side of me, it wouldn't matter, but want to make life harder and all of that. So on that I'm going to put a large fish bait, be like or maybe a large squid bait, no, large fish bait. So anchovy, just put a whole one on, chop the tail off, score him a couple of times on the side, whip him up, on he goes. On the other one, it's going to be a longer range, and on that I've got a pulley rig. That's got a 2.0 on it, 6-ounce gripped. I bent the wires out extra wide and bent the legs back up just to give it a bit of extra grip out there. It is a big high tide tonight, it's the biggest one of this month. On tides for fishing, it's a 9.6, I think it is. So that's why I've come out tonight for that. Anyway, I'm going to stop yabbing, so we're eating into the hour up. So these baits are still a bit frozen at the moment, but that's handy. There's a drain, that lovely. So what I tend to do is just give them a couple of scores in the side. It's a soft bait anyway, you know, and it oozes out. So I do that. I'll whip them all up, and then I'll give them a bit of the old magic juice, and hopefully that'll bring us a fish. So let's go get that on. Okay, so that's the first bait out there. That's the whole fish. Bit of a bonga bait, looking for a large bass or a conger. I'll leave the large bait out too, although at the moment, just lately, it seems to be dogfish regardless. So, we'll see. Anyway, it's out there. I'll take a slither of this squid off. Oh. 3-second rule and all that. So literally just a slither off the mantle. That'll go on the hook, whip him up, send him out, see if there's anything further out. You can get ray here and all other things. I'm at the 30 signs, if you can see them up the road there. Not sure, let's have a look. Turn around that way, so just there, lit up. So out in front there's a reefy patch. If you go to the West Somerset fishing guides, you'll see it on the video where I go out there at low tide, and it's my spots that I fish on blue anchor. I like this one because it's not as busy, but people don't naturally just come here, they always go up near the steps and stuff. But anyway, with that I'm going to whip this up and get it out. Okay, so the baits are out. Bit of squid, whole fish. Might mix things up a little bit later on. We'll see. Hopefully we'll get a nod or two. Get a couple of things just to see tonight. Let's actually do my boots up. I still ain't done them up yet. So up the other end tonight, that's proper howling up there. It's slapping up against the wall and coming up and over. If you're up there, you'd be absolutely saturated. So that's another bonus to this end. It's not quite that bad for that sort of thing. The joy here is, even on a heavily westerly, although it's a pain in the arse out there, you can turn your car into quite a good shelter. Just got it nose into the wind, sat in the back, hatch up, something to sit on, very nice. Although there's strong winds, I'm actually quite surprised there's not more people here tonight. I've quite a few people sort of when I'm out and about come up They quite often want to see what I'm using. I don't often go into the old tech specs and whatnot because everybody does it. As soon as everybody keeps asking, I don't use century rods anymore. I used to, but there's a massive swelling problem with the ones that I did have, so I had them adjusted and then I lost faith in them, so I sold them. So now I'm using Tronics Pro rods. One's the Competition Match GT, and that's a fantastic rod. That's my go-to rod. It launches between 5 and 9 ounces, or 4 and 9 ounces, whatever it is. Optimum's about 6, 6.5, something like that. It certainly likes the 6 3/4 Namix leads. You can get some good distance on it. It's got a real strong mid and butt, so it's happy playing any sort of big fish. Yeah, it's got a glass tip on it, and like you can fish a like flatty bashing, you know, on a sandy beach. It's happy and rough stuff, and I think it's the most versatile all-around rod. It's very similar to when I had a T900, whereas that always went in the bag because it could do it all. This is the same, only a lot lighter, and a lot more forgiving with the cast as well. The other rod is Competition Blackout by Tronics. Again, it's a 4 to 8 ounce rod. It's a lot more flexible, especially in the tip. You can see the finest little bites. Again, it's a glass tip, and yeah, it's a great rod, but it's got all the grunt down in the butt as well, so I happily haul in any large fish. I have rods for jobs, so the long one, the Competition Match GT, that's more normally for big baits or like really far out fishing, so today that's the far out rod. And the again, the Competition Blackout, highly versatile rod, that's using the big bait in close today. I say in close, it's still out about 40 yards or so. And they're both paired up with a Shimano Beastmaster, which is running £20 Asso Night with a 70 shocker. If you're new, your shock leader should be £10 for every ounce of lead, and then for safety I always add another £10. So if you've got a 6 ounce sinker, £60 plus 10, £70. Anyway, shan't bore you any more with that. For those not local, Blue Anchor. So in close it's like a gravel and sand mix. Further out it goes to like pure sand, and then sort of 100 plus you've got thick clay and mud. Around that mark you'll see a sort of definitive line. You get a lot of ray out that way. Not always big, sometimes they're like the size of a tea bag. Other times you can pull in 9.5 pounder. It's, you know, hit and miss at the best of times. In close you can get bass, get a lot of dogs. You get some good conger here because we're right on the edge of the reefy bit. Like I say, it's in the guide if you want to have a look. But generally speaking, it's not a bad fishing venue. It's easy fishing, full like your car. Got a mixture of things you want to do. So it's pretty snag free out there. If you cast long range and you get it stuck in the clay stroke mud, just hold tension on your rod and the sinker eventually comes up with the wave action. In fact, last time I was in this spot, I was fishing with my dad. When he was over, he comes over from Germany for fishing trips. So you'll see old man snag later in the year on the videos. And I had a blonde ray, I had a decent eel. Then I had one of about 12, 13 pound we reckon. It was over the wall, we just couldn't get it in the drop net. The drop net was too small. So in the end, the line rubbed on the concrete of the wall too much and it gave. But yeah, wasn't a bad knot. Actually, I might put the pictures up in the corner for you so you can see. So if you could hear a lot of crunching like dobbing, that's me on the older Bubba hula hoops. The Bubba beef. Fill a hole. Do for now. Oops. Okay, let's change our long range bait. Right, that's it. I'm going to call it for the night. It's big old fat blank. Show the blanks as well as the catches. It's what it is. It's fishing.